everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you have been considering a move to the Raleigh area or specifically Wake Forest, this video you are not going to want to miss, because at the end of this video you might decide you want to avoid moving to Wake Forest. Unless you can handle these 5 things, it might actually be a perfect fit. So that's what we're talking about today, is Wake Forest, right north of Raleigh. But before we get into those 5 things, welcome back to my channel. My name is Somer Szostak, your go-to real estate agent here in and around the Raleigh area of North Carolina. If this is a move you are considering to Wake Forest, whether you are across the country or across town, I am here to help you with that big decision. So I'll put my contact details on the screen and in the description box below. Call, text, email, whatever is easiest for you. I would love to chat with you and answer every single message. If you have any questions, I am here as a resource for you, so feel free to reach out. So yeah, let's just jump right into the 5 reasons you might want to avoid moving to Wake Forest, North Carolina. Number 1 on our list is limited public transportation. Wake Forest is somewhere that is a little bit more rural, and the neighborhoods are set apart from each other, and a lot of the new construction specifically is a good 10 minutes from downtown and 30 minutes from downtown Raleigh. And Wake Forest definitely lacks in the public transportation options. It does not have a very good bus system or anything like that. You'll definitely need a car to get around unless you are living in an apartment in downtown, somewhere like that where you could walk to get groceries and stuff. But if you are living in a single family house or even a lot of the townhouses, you will definitely need a car to get to groceries, get to work or restaurants, everything of that sort. So that is our number 1, limited transportation. Number 2 on our list is significant new development and construction happening in Wake Forest. It is a quickly growing town, definitely one of the more developed and established towns around Raleigh. But again, more and more people are moving to North Carolina and out of downtown Raleigh, and a lot of people are choosing Wake Forest, which means there's a lot of new construction, not only new construction neighborhoods, but new shopping centers, road expansions, everything like that. So you will have construction to deal with, especially if you are living in a new construction neighborhood. But like I always tell a lot of my clients that are interested in new construction or Wake Forest, areas that are up and coming and areas that are being developed, is construction is a temporary problem. You are making an investment in Wake Forest because people are moving there for a reason, and there's new neighborhoods being built for a reason. So if you are okay dealing with the new construction, I do think it is a worthwhile investment to move there. So yeah, temporary issue, but definitely might affect your commute to work. So that's number 2, is new development and construction. Our 3rd point here on reasons you might want to avoid moving to Wake Forest is our hot and humid summers. This is not a surprise to many of you who might already live in North Carolina or down south, but a lot of people that are relocating to Raleigh are from New York, Chicago, California, and they are a little bit surprised about what we mean by hot and humid their first summer in North Carolina. It is very nice weather most of the time, but right now we are in the thick of it here. It is mid-July when I'm recording this, and it is rough outside, I'm not gonna lie. It's not uncommon for us to have 98 degrees outside with the humidity. The temperature on your weather app might say 93, but with humidity, it'll feel like 98. So that's kind of where the weather's at right now, mid-July, and sometimes first week of August, it might cross that 100 mark, but not often. But that is something that you should note. Although we're not quite as bad as if you move down to Florida or even Houston, Texas. My cousin just moved here from Houston, and she said it is not nearly as bad as down there. And also, fun fact, a lot of people call North Carolina the halfback state because people from New York will move to Florida and it's just way too hot year round. You don't get the 4 seasons, and so they move halfway back to North Carolina. But of course, weather is something very important to consider when choosing where to relocate. I still love North Carolina and our weather because we do get all 4 seasons, but there are 2 months, July and August, that you will be indoors in air conditioning 99% of the time. Let's jump to number 4 on our list is limited nightlife. So Wake Forest, again, a little bit more of a small town feel, although it is significantly more established than some of the more up and coming areas around Raleigh. It is much more laid back. If you want the downtown bars, clubbing, nightlife, you will have to drive into downtown Raleigh, or even downtown Durham has some really cool places for the nightlife scene. But Wake Forest, you're gonna find some more like local cocktail bars, maybe some speakeasies, and definitely a lot of breweries. Breweries is a big thing in North Carolina with lots of outdoor seating, maybe some more in the rural part of Wake Forest, and that's my favorite anyway, is the breweries. So definitely check those out if you're in Wake Forest, but you're not gonna find the clubbing and nightlife that you might be used to if you're moving from a bigger city. You will have to drive into downtown Raleigh. Number 5 on our list, and this is a big one for a lot of people relocating to North Carolina, is the school system. So a lot of my families that I'm helping relocate and have helped relocate in the past, schools are at the top of their list because North Carolina, and specifically Wake County, which encompasses all of the Raleigh area and surrounding towns, most of them, has one of the top public school systems in the state. And Wake Forest is one of those towns. Wake Forest, Apex, Holly Springs, and Cary have the best public schools in the best public school district, and Wake Forest is definitely the most affordable out of that group. So it has been a big hit and top of the list for a lot of the families that I've helped relocate. So if this is something you are thinking about, is relocating to Wake Forest, we can definitely go ahead and start that relocation process as far as looking at schools, looking at houses, neighborhoods, school districts, everything like that. So again, I'll put my details on the screen and the description box below. Feel free to reach out like many others do. I really would love to chat with you. I know this is a big decision and a big process. Whether you are moving from across town, across the state, or across the country, relocation to somewhere new is a difficult process and a lot of stress, and I'm just here to be a resource for you and make all of that process smooth and as hassle-free as possible. So I would love to chat with you. So whether you're starting that process now or in 2 years, I'm here to answer your questions. And that is a full wrap on the 5 reasons you might want to avoid moving to Wake Forest. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below or message me personally. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.